All right. Hello, everyone. Currently standing out in front of Checkers over in the Falls right now. Yeah, there's the address right there, 13625. It's backwards right now. Basically, I had a little dispute. Basically, like I was explaining to the cashier, I went to work. Well, on my way to work, I came in, picked up. Well, not on my way to work. I was already at work, and then on my lunch break, I came in, picked up, a little quick bite to eat or whatever. When, I got here, the order, the transaction and everything was pretty quick. Proceeded to the window. They almost instantly gave me the bag, but I ordered a chicken and a fish sandwich. This is the product right here. This is the product. So mind you, apparently there's a policy at Checkers where if there's a certain amount of time that's gone by, and as you can see on the receipt, it shows, let me see, 12:45 p.m. if you can see that, around the time when I came on my lunch break. I wasn't able to come back within that time. I mean, I came really quick in the time that I had on my lunch break. So 12:45, I ordered a crispy fish sandwich, crispy fish and a spicy chicken sandwich. The order only came out, and it, I added it. I made it a meal also. All right, I made it a meal also, right? And okay, yeah, because I'm a big fan of Checkers. But this right here is making me not like Checkers more and more. I've been told now that they're gonna call, that she's gonna have to call the police on me if I don't leave, because they gave me this earlier. Look at this. Look at the fish. Look at the chicken. Look at the fish, look at the chicken. I came up here, I wasn't cursing, I wasn't rude, I was respectful, and I tried to reason, I tried to get her to reason with me. Look, as a human to human, aside from Checkers policies, 1:30, however much time went by from me coming to get it and bringing it back, that's still 2 whole sandwiches. I took one bite out of it and realized that the fish was putrid. It's almost rotten. Look at it. It's almost rotten. And she tells me, we actually went through a whole process where I asked her if she could call corporate. She told me she doesn't have the number for corporate. So since she didn't have the number for corporate, I asked her if she could call the shift manager, the general manager, whoever. She apparently says she went over and called, the shift manager from earlier around 12:45 p.m. as the receipt states. Keisha was apparently the host. I'm not saying that she cooked the food or did anything, but she's not here right now. And now she's telling me that, once again, that she's gonna have to call the police. And so I'm recording right now for when the police pull up, because as I explained to her, I'm hungry. I spent my last few dollars from what I had, up until I get paid again. And it's like, I explained to her, I would try to get her to reason with me, human to human, and she just was putting me through the whole process, taking me through everything. And I don't know, I just saw a cop car. I'm not sure if they're coming here, but if they are, I do have everything recorded. The recording is still recording. I'm gonna get her name and everything in a second, the one who's actually telling me that I have to leave and that I have to look. Now this is the thing, she actually told me that I would have to leave and come back tomorrow morning and talk to a manager then. But if already 5 hours, or yes, about close to 4 to 5 hours has passed since 12:45, yes, about 5:45 now. Let me see what my watch says. What does that say? Coming up on 6, so about close to 5:45, and now it's 5 hours have passed since then. I told her I couldn't come back because I had to go to work. I got off and then I brought it back. There's no way I was gonna eat that. As soon as I took a bite into it, I took you do that first quick little fast chew, the little 1, 2, 3. So I chewed down 3 times and instantly I spit it up. There was no way I could consume that. Look at that. There's no way. There's no way. And so I just tried to bring it back up here now. Like I said, it's like 5, coming up on 5:45, about to be 5:45. And I mean, I'm just waiting now because I really have to see what happens. Like, I'm not trying to be petty or anything. Like, I made a long post on Facebook before I came up here, as a matter of fact. You know, it's like not to you know, throw checkers under the bus or make it seem like they're a bad fast food place. But, you know, everybody has had their bad fast food experiences, right? And this is one time that, you know, I've decided to post my bad fast food experience on Facebook, just to make sure, like, okay, people see, like, yeah, I'm not tripping. That shit, I'm not eating that. There's no way. I'm still out here waiting to see if the police come, like she said, but there's no way I can eat that. I explained to her I don't have any more money to replace that right now until I get paid. I'm hungry and I'm not about to leave. Like, I mean, there's all I gotta explain. Like, there's all. I mean, I didn't explain this to her. I didn't say this to her like that. But I mean, just thinking about things like rationally, like being a human being, like, there's already enough crap going on in the world right now. Like, you can't help me out with 2 little sandwiches that cost $1 a piece. I think the fish sandwich and the chicken sandwich might be $1.75 because of how it's broken down for the 2 for $3 deal. And then, like I said, I added a drink and a fry because I love checkers, but that can't go down. That can't go down. And it's like they haven't come back. I've been standing here now recording, going on 7 minutes and 10 seconds. It's at 6:50 marker. And I'm just standing here recording now, waiting to see if they will just be human enough or reasonable at least, and be like, this man is really hungry. Like, he's not trying to go nowhere. Like, I can't eat that. If I had money to replace it right now, I would. Like, I don't do this. I don't do this at all. This is my first time ever doing this, but it needs to be taken care of because I'm not about to go hungry for a mistake that they made. And I have the product right here. I brought the items up here. I ate the French fries. The French fries were, you know, normally in my post I explained, normally, you know, the French fries at Checkers, they're hot. They burn your tongue as soon as and crispy as soon as you bite into them. This time they were, you know, I give them about a 5 to 10 on the heat and crisp factor scale, and they were just all right. And they just have me standing here now. It's like they don't understand. Like, I'm gonna stand here until either the police comes and I'm gonna explain it to the police while recording still. We're going on 8 minutes and 4 seconds. And look, I'm right over here in the Falls. I live in this area. I stay back in some apartments over that way. So yeah, the Marshalls is over there, the Home Depot, the Bank of America right here on the corner, right here by the Falls. You know, the little Checkers right here. And I came to this Checker since I've been coming to this Checker since I was young, like like younger than high school, like elementary school. Like, there's no way like that I'm standing out here now in my 30s, sitting here trying to get 2 sandwiches replaced, and like, I've never had an issue at this Checkers, but now this is the first time I have an issue. The first time, and that's something that they messed up. Look at this. The fish is like yellow. It's dried. It's horrible. It tastes horrible. It tastes horrible. Like you know, that strong fishy nasty taste. Like it's old and been in the freezer for too long. And then you go and you bite into it and it's like, throw this away, and then you got to throw all the rest of the pieces away too that was frozen with it too. That's what this is like. And I'm not eating that. Like, and they simply just don't want to help me out. I'm out here still explaining. I'm on the 9:30 marker now, and I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting because that makes no sense. Like, they could have been like, you know what? Let's go ahead and do this. Like, they could have been still calling manager, whoever, like some type of manager or something. But instead, she tells me she's gonna call the cops on me because I'm holding up the line or whatever. Okay, now all the other customers who were here, they're gone now. She took their orders, gave them nice fresh meals, and this is still sitting there. And I'm not eating that. Everybody got nice fresh food. Good cooked food. And I have to go through this right now. And I was at work, mind you. I had to stop and leave. I was out working. I came on break. Came on my break time. Picked it up really quick. Rolled off. It sat there for a second, but when I made it back to work, you know, that's when I started. I don't like to drive and eat or walk and eat or none of that. Like, so I'm walking, like, and like, I get back there and it's like, there's no way, like, this is like this right now. Like, there's no way. And then I couldn't even leave and, you know, take it back because, you know, if like me, if I'm like, or if you're like, if I'm like anybody else in the world, like, you can't, like, just, like, stop and like, sometimes when you're working, you just got to keep going. Like me, I like to keep going. I don't like to stop and take breaks like that. But then on my little break now, it's like, or earlier, I had to deal with this. And now now that I'm off work, I'm back up here at Checkers, and they're telling me that they can't do nothing because I showed up here at, like, I got back here, I want to say at around 5:45. That's the time I arrived here at Checkers. And she tells me that policy says this and policy says that, but you as a human being, what do you say? Obviously, we know what she says, but it's not about that. It's like how come you can't just be, like, reasonable? Like, this is from today's date. Earlier today, and she tells me to come back tomorrow and talk to another manager. So by that time, if I come back tomorrow, there's gonna be almost a day that's gone by. Oh no, it will have been a day that has gone by since I ordered that meal right there. But 5 hours later, I can't bring the receipt back. I can't bring the meal back, and it, like I said, it's still sitting right there. The nasty looking fish sandwich, the nasty chicken sandwich is still sitting there. The chicken, like I said, the fish looks like it's been spoiled for I don't know how long. Like, I've never seen a fish sandwich like this at Checkers. Never, not once. Look at this. You can't even squeeze that. It's so hard. Look at that. I had to squeeze the crap out of that just now. Imagine biting into it. There's no way. How do you tell someone that you can't replace something that your establishment, your organization, your business messed up because of a policy of a time length? Because of a time length. But like I said, if someone just spent their last on that, which in this case I did until I get paid, so now I have no money to replace this nasty food that they messed up on, and she's telling me that I have to leave. But if not, then she's gonna call the police. And I mean, there's like 3 employees in there right now. There's like 3 of them right now. So she saw me recording.
You cannot be recording us.
Why can't I?
Listen, I just spoke with the top wing. Okay. But I can't have you recording us because you didn't get
I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay.
But okay, you just talk with someone. I'm sorry. You just talked with someone though.
I just spoke with the top wing, and she told me to tell you to come back in the morning and speak with the general manager, Margarita. That's all I'm allowed to do.
I'm sorry. Okay, so you say that one more time for me, please.
Please stop recording.
Okay, I'm gonna stop. I'm not gonna have you on camera, but go ahead and say that one more time.
I'm not repeating myself. Please stop recording.
No, well, I'm pretty sure they heard it already. But can you, like, you said that I have to come back. The general man or the higher up said that I have to come back tomorrow already. And like you just said, it's been how long? 5 hours since 12 o'clock. And then now they're telling me that I have to come back tomorrow morning, which is going to be a full day. And that makes absolutely no sense. So this is gonna get resolved tomorrow when I'm hungry now. I have no money now. I'm starving now. I've been recording for 15 minutes. And they tell me that they can't do nothing about that. She keeps looking at it sitting right there and telling me that she can't do nothing about that. She already said that she was gonna call the police. I'm not getting crazy. I'm not getting outraged. I'm not cursing her out or anything like that. I don't do that. I don't curse women out. I don't fight. I don't do none of that. I've never done this before. You're not gonna tell me that because I'm hungry, that's not gonna happen. So come on, let's get it going. If the police have to come, let them come. Let them come. Like I said, I live right there in the Falls, in the apartments back there in the Falls. Whichever ones that's up to me. I'm not gonna disclose that, but that's not gonna happen. And she tells me again that I have to leave. That now some other manager higher up tells me that I have to come back in the morning to get this issue resolved. That happened today at 12:45. When it's only it's 5:55 now, about to be 6 o'clock. So now I have to leave because of their screw up. And I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere because if you were hungry and that situation was flipped, she would have probably been flipping out right now. She probably would have been fucking throwing the garbage can around, kicking, screaming, cursing, calling everybody's mama and grandmama out their name. She would have probably been doing all of that. I can tell, I can see it in her energy, her attitude. Because I asked her, reason with me, be rational, be a human being. If you just spent your last, forget policy and all of that, like you human to human, like I looked at her, told her, look me in my eyes. And she still goes back to policy. And I'm gonna call the cops and yeah, okay, call them. So now I'm just waiting for the cops to come. I've been recording now for going on 16:40, marker 16 minutes and 40 seconds. Yeah, I got a little choked up just now because when my emotions go, but I get upset, angry just like anybody else. Like I don't, like I said, I don't curse women out, I don't fight women, none of that. But for her to sit here and go through this, and she came back and tells me again that the manager, this and that, tells me that another higher up manager from Checkers Rallies, the Checkers Rallies corporation establishment, tells me that I have to come back tomorrow morning to get an issue resolved that happened earlier today. I have to come back tomorrow morning to get this resolved. I'm recording, it's now at 17 minutes and 30 seconds that I've been back up here. Yep, just sitting here waiting now, waiting to see if the police is going to pull up like she said. She said she was going to call them. I mean, if they don't come, that'll be good. But if they do come, hey, I'm going to explain it to them just like I explained to her. For her to have to call the police, once again, as many people have said before, wasting the taxpayers' dollar on something like this. When I explained to her, I don't have money to replace this right now. I don't. What's that? I don't have money to replace that. I've been up here now for going on 18:20. Well, no, actually, I started recording at about 18 minutes ago, going on 18:30. I've been here for probably 30 minutes now. I've been here for probably 30 minutes. She just came back to the window and asked to let her see my the receipt that I brought back up again. I'm hoping that she, it was. I hope, because that's I wouldn't do that to anybody in my life ever. If I know they came, they paid for something and they brought the product back up and showed you, like, there's no way, like I would replace that with forget policy, being a human being. That's all I'm saying. Being a human being, like, that's it. I'm sorry. All right, she just asked me to go ahead and remove all of this.
Listen, I'm making you your food. I was asked by the owner for you to delete the videos, because if not, all three of us can personally sue you, because we just work for the company. So he asked if you would please delete the videos.
I don't think I got none of y'all faces on here or whatever.
I don't know.
I didn't get none of y'all faces on there.
I'm just going off of what I was just told.
And when you said stop recording, I did. I moved it over. So
after an hour to 2 hours, we can't get free food. All right.
And I know that now. I know that now. Like I said, I never do this crap. I would never do that to anybody. I wouldn't want to put anybody through that.
I checked the messages. No one called.
Look, I wouldn't want to put you or anybody through that.
If you call when your food's messed up and you say, hey, look, I'm at work though, can I come at like 6 to 7? They'll let me know because I'm the closing manager. But because they don't let me know,
when I get back to work,
telling me that.
I'm sorry. When I get back to work, there's a no phone on floor policy. Like I can't even I can't do nothing. Like so when I got off, that's when I was able to. Let me go ahead and move it though. But listen, I'm like I said, I already apologized earlier because like I said, I don't do this.
Give me about 10 minutes, okay?
Thanks, I don't do. I've been up here for like 30 minutes now. I don't do this. And the manager, I guess whoever owns this location, she just came to me and said that the manager said, asked if I could please delete the video because if not, then I guess the 3 of the employees that are inside could sue me, but I don't have any of their faces on here. And once she asked me to stop recording, I actually moved the video away from them. So that, yeah, so I'm good with that. I'm not worried about that, but there's no way. If I had money to replace that, no, there's no way. I would have. So I'm just still recording for obviously safety purposes and educational purposes as well, because when the police get here, I mean, they're not going to be able to do much of nothing. Like, this is the dispute between me and this private business, this franchise. Like, I'm pretty sure this is a privately owned location because, as I mentioned, I've been coming here for years since I was young. Like, for years. Like, I've never caused problems with anybody. I always make sure that people's straight. If I got it to give, I give. That's me. I don't take from people. But that fish sandwich that she just asked me, like she said, the manager asked me if I could throw it away. I threw it away. And I guess they're gonna replace it now. And she did explain the policy to me again, saying that, you know, I guess 2 o'clock. After 2 hours that they can't, you know, if I don't come back within a 2-hour time frame, that they can't replace any items or whatever. But to even give somebody something like that, who does that? Who does that? Like, I would never give anybody like bad food that looks like that. Like you just, like, do you care about life? Do you? Like, I know a lot of people probably might not, and that's effed up to say, but in this time right now that we're living in, it's like that's crazy. How do you see it sitting right there in front of you for 20 minutes that has been towards 22 going on 22:35 the marker now, and how do you see it sitting there in front of you for that long and you're still trying to get in touch with a manager, a higher up, and this is just 2 sandwiches, of which each come with the 2 for $3.50 meal that break down to $1.75 a piece. I just justify this for me. Make sense. Make it make sense for me. Like I said, I would never, in my lowest of times, like, do anybody like that. Like, I never. Like, policy. This is something that y'all did. So I could hold on to this. Like, now obviously it's gonna be way too bad and probably it might still hold together. You know, fast food nowadays don't really digest or break down like that. So it might still look the same 3 months from now, wrapped up. You ever seen a old cheeseburger still wrapped up in a wrapper? You ever seen like an old cheeseburger? Like somebody might have just left it in. Like, you go and look at it and it's like, how old is it? And the bread is all hard, the burger's still together. Like, what the hell how is that possible? Like, food's supposed to start molding and what? Like, so I don't know. But that's another topic. But I'm just like shocked that I had to stand up here for that long. And I guess now another manager actually, like she got another manager on the phone, and I guess they said they would be able to go ahead and work that out. Like I said, I haven't been being rude. I haven't been cursing anybody out because I don't operate like that. I don't move like that. I don't. Like, and anybody who knows me, they'll tell you, like, anybody who knows me, they'll tell you I don't operate like, I don't move like that. I've been up here now for almost 35 minutes. I don't know. Probably 35 minutes, and that's crazy. Just over 2 little sandwiches. Like a person is hungry, starving, like, they came and spent money with your business, your organization, and then your organization sells them some bad food. And they hold on to it to show you proof of purchase, a receipt that brings back the product and everything. and they still tell you that they can't do anything about it. Or better yet, they can't do anything about it right now today, but come back tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon, and then they'll be able to do something about it. What sense does that make? Look, you should have seen this. You should. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to record, but you should have saw his like reactions. Now he's just like what? So they can't do anything about it right now, but they tell you to come back tomorrow afternoon, and then they'll be able to fix that situation for you. How does that make any type of sense at all? Like I don't get that. Like I said, I would never, even at my lowest, take anything from anybody out of anybody's mouth. Like if I have, I give. But I mean, the meal was only the whole meal, because like I said, I with the 350 meals, if I get it, I'll add a drink and a fry, and to do that, it's an extra $2. So I always do that. I always order up with that little deal, and it came out to $5.89. It was $5.50 plus tax, so $5.89 was what the receipt said. And you can see that inside the video, as you know, I'm still recording. I'm on marker 26:15 now, and I just don't understand. I've never ever in my life had to go through this, and like I guess she didn't call the police. I would assume she didn't. She said that she would have to, but I'm glad, because I don't see it. I'm so sorry. Thank you. Listen. Don't close it on me. Listen, just thank you, because I ain't got it right now. Like, I appreciate it.
You're fine, sir.
Thank you. Hey, y'all take it easy. So now I've got it, and they gave me my food. I threw away that old food, and I'm leaving now. And thank you. All I can say is thank you, because like that's crazy. Like, I've been here for almost 40 minutes now. All right, but I'm done. I got my replacement sandwiches, and I'm going.